So Egypt have done what Cameroon did to Ghana in 2008. They've gone all the way to Yaoundé. They've beaten Cameroon, this time more painful because it was in the penalty shootout. Egypt and Senegal then will play the finals of the African Cup of Nations on Sunday, I believe. And the third place game will be between Cameroon and Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Zebrilla is still here at the Yaoundé Stadium. I can see a large number of supporters behind you. Are they the Egyptians?
Yes, we are the few Egyptians who are able to make it here, and they are in jubilant mode at the moment, jubilating with their players. At the moment, just a few minutes at the game, and the stadium is almost empty now. The Cameroonians have all leaving, filing out of the stadium. They started even leaving the stadium when their player missed the second penalty. So even before the penalty kick ended, they had already started filing out of the stadium. When the second penalty kick was missed by their player, then they started filing out, and then the third penalty kick was missed. And then it declared Egypt as the winner. So Egypt won the penalty by 3-1. And as we already said, they will be meeting the Teranga Lions of Senegal on Sunday in the finals of the African Cup of Nations, where Egypt will be looking to win their 8th title. And the Teranga Lions of Senegal will also be looking to win their first ever African Cup of Nations title.
Oh, okay. So if we have to go with the underdogs, we go with Senegal, isn't it? We go with Sadio Mane and Senegal to win their first title, because Egypt have won enough already. We have won 4 times. Egypt have now won, what, 6 or 7 times? And we want them to remain where they are until we win all of those titles to become the highest winning, the most successful AFCON team of all time. We have about 3 AFCONs to do that, whilst Egypt does not win. So for us in Ghana, we are supporting Senegal to win their first title. But how would you rate the game itself?
So the game was a very balanced game. The Egyptians came in very tactically because they knew the fans were not in the stadium. Most of the fans in the stadium were against them, and so they came in very tactically. They played very tactically. You see it normally, as you see with the North African sides, they complain a lot about decisions, fall on the pitch a bit, waste a bit of time, and that breaks the momentum of the Cameroonians a bit. So the Egyptians really did well to keep the Cameroonians from scoring, because since the competition began, this is the only match that the Cameroonians have not scored. And Egypt even lost their first game to Nigeria by a goal to 0. And they are losing their first game. They have been able to make it to the final. The game was a very balanced game, but Egypt did very well not to concede a goal, and that's what made the trip to them. And they took the game to penalties and won on the penalty.
Did Mohamed Salah score his penalty?
So Mohamed Salah didn't even have a chance to play his penalty, because the 3 Egyptian players who picked their penalty kick all scored, whilst the first 3 of Cameroon, only the first one, who is the captain of the side, Abubakar was the only one who scored, but the other 2 missed. So even Mohamed Salah didn't even have the chance to play his penalty kick, because the Egyptians already won the game before the 4th and 5th kickers wouldn't come and take their kick.
I see. The Cameroonians have been playing very well in this tournament. Did their supporters live in despair the same way Ghanaian supporters ended the AFCON in despair, or they thought that this was hard luck?
The supporters are very, very disappointed. They are very, very disappointed because they thought hosting the tournament, they were going to win it. They were also clamoring for the host and win, just like Ghana were doing in 2008. And because of the way and mind they won almost all their games except their third game where they drew. So a lot of the home teams had huge hopes that they could win the competition. But this was the first test that they had, because if you look at all the teams that they met before coming to meet Egypt, those teams are not teams that you say are big teams on the African continent. So this was really their first test that they were supposed to pass and go into the finals. And unfortunately, they failed that test.
The Cameroonian president, Paul Biya, had been under some political pressure ahead of the tournament in terms of spending huge sums of money to construct the stadium in the face of what the Cameroonians allege is corruption and all of that. Was he in the stadium? Do you know whether Paul Biya, the president, was in the stadium?
Unfortunately, I can't confirm whether he was in the stadium, because when we're seated, it's very difficult to see the VIP side. But if you look at the kind of security which were present coming into the stadium, there's a huge possibility that he could have been in the stadium, because whenever he's attending such matches, there's very huge security. But I can't confirm whether he was indeed in the stadium or not. But the Cameroonian FA president, who is Samuel Eto'o, who himself has won the African Cup of Nations before, as always was in the stadium and was from tenterhooks during the entire duration of the game. He couldn't even sit and had to stand and watch the game. And unfortunately, the game couldn't go on his side. He just won the election as the president of the Cameroonian FA and was hoping that this competition was going to give him his first trophy as the FA president of the Cameroonian Football Federation. But unfortunately, that didn't happen.
About Cameroon and his football, people of my generation know of Roger Miller. Was he in the stadium?
No, Roger Miller, I didn't see Roger Miller in the stadium. The one that I saw in the stadium and even took a picture with him was Patrick Mboma, who was also part of that fearsome Cameroonian side. So Patrick Mboma was part of the commentators for Canal Plus. So he was seated at the media side. So I don't know if Roger Miller was probably at the VIP side or not. I didn't see him. I only saw Patrick Mboma because he was running commentary for Canal Plus at the press center.
When you got back to Cameroon, which is just 2 days ago, did you hear the journalist or anyone talk about the exit of the Black Stars? And are they following what the Black Stars have done since they left, that they've sacked their coach and that they are looking for a new coach? Is the African sports media following the Black Stars?
Yes, of course. A lot of the African media are very interested in what is happening in Ghana. Whenever they recognize that you are from Ghana, the first thing that they ask you is, who are you going for? So they've also heard the rumors of the coaches that we are talking about. And they also asked you whether you are going for, because the former Nigerian coach Genetro has been suggested. So his name is being mentioned and being asked. So whenever an African journalist speaks, they try to get some ideas or try to get from you what is happening here and who is going to be the next coach. We even met former Black Stars coach Claude Leroy, who coached Ghana during the 2008 African Cup of Nations. We met him at the hotel, and we jokingly asked him whether he would like to come back and coach in Ghana. It was just a joke that we were having over there. So really, people are really interested in what is happening in Ghana. But a lot of people have really said Ghana it's very difficult for Ghana to beat Nigeria, looking at the kind of team that Nigeria has and the kind of performance that the Black Stars showed at the African Cup of Nations. A lot of the African journalists have really called that game in favor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Okay, Ibrahim Zebrilla, what's the time now in Yaoundé, by the way?
So at the moment, I'm sure it will be about 11 over here, because the game started 8. It started at 8 o'clock over here and was supposed to end at 10. Unfortunately, we played extra time, so I'm sure it's about 11 going to midnight over here in Yaoundé.
Okay, that's Ibrahim. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Have a good night, and then we'll talk to you again tomorrow. And we'll come back to you on Sunday when you're doing the final. Ibrahim is going to remain in Yaoundé for us for the final game on Sunday. That is now between record African Cup of Nations winners Egypt and Senegal. And my money is on Senegal because I'm just being a biased Ghanaian. Why do I say so? Ghana has won the African Cup of Nations 4 times. Never mind that the last time was in 1982. I won't say that loud, 1982. Okay, so Ghana has still won it 4 times anyway. Egypt have won it 6 or 7 times. So if they don't win an 8th or a 7th, then we have 4. They are ahead of us. We will win the next one. That will make us 5. The next one, that's 6. Next one, that's 7. Then we are part. Then Egypt can come and win again, can they? But for now, we're all praying for Senegal. Sadio Mane is a great player. He plays for Liverpool. Of course, Mohamed Salah is also a great player. He also plays for Liverpool. But it's going to be a Liverpool affair. I'm sure Jürgen Klopp will fly in to watch that game in Yaoundé between his 2 best players, one playing for Egypt, one playing for Senegal. I think this has been a showpiece for African football, the kind of quality of games that we have seen. No one has forgotten about the game between Egypt and Cote d'Ivoire. And it makes us relax that as Africa, we have great talent and we can make this football thing happen. Thank you very much to Ibrahim Zebrilla, our reporter out there.